Hello everyone, and welcome back to Bedmon Incorporated on the Chaosville server. So, got a fair bit to get done today, but the first thing we'll be doing is finishing off the construction of our minecart car. And then I'll show some things off around this little outposty thing, and then we'll kind of get a very special shift in the way things are going to be running for a bit. So, all that said, hop in through my eyes and we shall get to work. So, when last we left our Steve's Carts manufacturer, or whatever the hell this thing's called, we still had to get a few... I did not shift this thing out to the proper scale. There we go. We still had a few pieces to add, so we've got the basic controls, but we still need an engine and we still need a railer. Now, what those will allow us to do is that a railer will try to put down minecart tracks in front of it. A railer and a large railer is just the same thing, but it has a larger storage. So if we have that, then we can just point our car in a direction and it will go. And then we also need an engine, which is this series of engines down here. Creative mode engine, that's just for creative mode. We cannot manufacture that, I don't believe, nope. But what we are looking for is a coal engine, there we are. And that's fairly simple, just 2 pistons, 5 iron, and a furnace. What is the tiny coal engine? A lot less iron, effectively. And then we also need the railer. So let's get the engine going first. Let's get our grease monkey hands wet, as it were. Can you get your grease monkey hands wet? I don't know anymore. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll also need 2 for the pistons. Same with the redstone. And we're going to need to hop over to our barrels to grab some resources, and I think we have some birch wood lying around in the chest there, so we'll get to work with that. And that's always a really annoying thing. This has a full square hitbox. Well, a full square like collision mask is actually the term. The hitbox is still that, but these don't. Kind of a pain, because it means I can't like just run along the edge of them. But oh well. Let's see, where do I put my woods? There we go. Let's have some spruce wood. Okay, so we're going to make our furnace. I don't actually have any regular furnaces because I always tend to upgrade them. Because it only costs 5 iron to make an iron furnace out of a regular furnace. And they're just more efficient that way. Okay, and the pistons. 2 pistons, 5 iron, and a furnace makes a coal engine. And we can just go and stick that in right now. Yep. Into engine. That brings the construction time up to 8 minutes and 20 seconds, as you can see on the right. The complexity is... well, the complexity cap is 65. The maximum complexity we can have of a single item, which is the modular cost, is 150, and the total capacity for the whole hull, because we've got our reinforced hull, is 500, which is the best it can be. But now we need our railer. Now, depending on what the cost is for the large railer, we may like that. It's 2 of them. But actually it's not that expensive to make those, so we'll make a large railer. That means we can make things run quite a bit farther, and that's going to require some stone, so I guess I'll show off something else that I've set up. Because I have these two ender pouches, and they're linked to different things. They're not actually linked to the same ender pouch, to the same ender chest that we keep passing and have at the build. Is a quick supply one, which I just keep a bunch of emergency supplies and such in, and neutral magazines. This is part of a manufacturing setup, so whenever I load up Barbara and run out of ammunition, I can stick the empty magazine and some empty shells, the 8 empty shells, and this thing will move along and convert them into neutral magazines. And the reason for that or rather the reason that happens, if I could wipe through those frames, my frames have been down for a bit now. He has been in there for like half an hour, I don't know. That's just a very, very, very simple and probably overly complex, if anything, ghast slayer. So I can steal all their gunpowder. But what we have here is the ender chest for our neutral magazines, and we have 3 auto crafting tables. Now the way auto crafting tables work, you can use engines and such to, will you be quiet, to pull complete items out of them. And when you do that, they'll pull the ingredients needed from nearby chests, including ender chests. So what just happens here is that there's one at the back which takes empty shells and converts them into gold nuggets and drags them into there. And then there's one that turns the empty shells, the stone, the iron, and the gunpowder into neutral shots, which go back into there. And then this one creates the magazines. So this is a fully compact, automatically manufacturing system for the neutral magazines. So it's pretty handy that way. But we're just here for the stone, and everything else we have back upstairs. But that's great, because that means that I can restock Barbara on the go. As long as the chunks are loaded, then she still has ammunition, effectively. Although she would eventually run out of stone, iron, and gunpowder, but regardless, she can still refuel herself. Which is good for me, because it means I run out of bullets a lot less often. I need a lot of that. And we should have a bunch of rails from just sort of wandering around in the mines. So let's see, it's 6 stone, 1 track, and 2 iron ingots. And we need 2 of these. That's 1 railer, 2 railers. And the big railer requires 6 more iron and another track. Relatively cheap, all in all, for a rather substantial benefit of always being able to go forward. There we go, 1 large railer, and that will complete... ooh, I should probably grab some fuel. Actually, I have to explain that in a moment. I'm going to have to grab some fuel for this, because that goes into here, and this currently has no fuel. Okay, so add on railer. Does it go into there? Because it's an attachment, as it says there. Whereas this is an add-on. So that is 10 minutes and 27 seconds that this is going to take to actually manufacture. So, with that in mind, we shall give it some fuel and set it running. It'll probably finish in the course of this episode. But, either way... Let's round this off nicely. There we go, 2 stacks of 64 still in there. Yeah, I have to use regular coal, because Steve's cart does not work with any other kind of fuel, to the best of my knowledge. It does have the solar engines, but they're a little finicky as far as this is concerned, and I also can't put them on here, predominantly because of the brake. But if I stick that there, yep, fueled up, let's just have this begin assembling. Everything closes off, and I can't put anything else in here. This will not open until this is finished. But that's just going to keep running there, and this is going to continue dropping. Hopefully this will still have enough fuel while I'm doing everything to get done. So, I've showed off the neutral magazine manufacturing. I'm probably going to expand that at a later date to include different kinds of ammunition, like the Seeker bullets, and the Ender bullets and concussive bullets, and definitely the Exorcist bullets. But for the moment, are they online? Oh, the guy's online. I wonder. But yes, we now have a slight problem. And it's a fairly simple problem, but not exactly the easiest one to resolve, which is simply that you may have noticed we're very low on space here. In fact, I've got this outpost, which hasn't really changed all that much since I got it. I've got this line of chests storing various things. We've got the armors, we've got what's left of my rubber trees. I've tried growing more. For some reason I only want to go in like 1 or 2 block talls, so I've just got them here because Gar very handily separated them. We've got the reed farm, we've got the portal here, which, if you look at it right, looks very, very happy, considering it leads to hell. We've got Stampy and his growing army of dogs. Good lord, man, you have more pets than I do. We've got this little farm crafting station with all manner of different potentials in it, and all manner of beehives, and machines, and these barrels, and a farm, and there is just so much going on around here in a very confined space, to the point that I can't really install much more without just tearing apart half the base here. So we kind of just need to move. But there isn't really much else around the area that we can move to. If we head east, we'll hit Andy and the Toolbox guys. If we head north, we'll hit AtGod, and over to the northwest, we'll hit Nipty, and a little more north, we'll hit Sark. If we head west, we'll be on Stop of Spawn. If we head south, we'll hit Dave, followed by YZ, followed by us again at the Night of the Living Dead build. And if we head far enough south, I think we'll hit Gar. And that's just like the people that I know the reasonable location of. There's a ton more people here. There's like 16, 17 people on the server at the moment, including me. So the easiest way for us to actually get some more space is to move to another dimension. I'm sure a lot of you would expect me to jump into the Nether. At least one of you, who I'm sure knows who they are while they're watching this video, would like to, would be interested in seeing me jump into the end. But we all want to tackle the end together as a server, so there's still a dragon there, so that's a problem. So instead, I'm going to take advantage of something else. And you'll see what that is once I rally some assistance in this, because I've got a canvas bag full of things for this, and I wouldn't mind catching this on camera with someone else. So, okay everyone, well, welcome back. I've apparently acquired a Gar in the course of these proceedings.
Hello.
Who has a very interesting hat there. What are you wearing?
I am wearing a solar helmet. It unfortunately does not block the obnoxious sound of your elephant. But, yeah.
I don't think that's my elephant.
Oh, it's Stampede. He's been really obnoxious. Shut up. Why has he got so many pet dogs?
I don't know. He has more pets than the entire server.
Maybe he breeds them. Maybe it's a pet project of his. Haha. I could fly.
I should punch you just for that joke.
I could fly.
Only for you.
I think it's the fact I can fly that's made you want me to come along and say hello and help you out in this video, isn't it, Lang?
Just a touch, because you may notice it's a bit cramped around here. It's like I've got project on every single wall, just about.
Yeah, and you're basically living in Dave's backyard, so you should probably find yourself some more space.
Indubitably, which is why we are going to be looking at Mistcraft here. I have a canvas bag with all manner of symbols just happily picked out.
Oh, very good.
Have you
very good.
Have you fiddled with Mistcraft much?
I know the principles, but I don't know an awful lot about it. Have you made yourself the age yet?
I have not, because I thought I'd do that on camera.
That sounds like a good idea.
So we've got the writing desk here, which you are definitely familiar with.
Oh, yes.
And I've just got different notebooks in here filled with different kinds of symbol, so they're all neatly organized.
Which you've done yourself, right? That's not like...
No, I haven't cheated them all in. I've just I've gone looking through various places to get them.
You've put them on. This is called Sky. You've named that Sky. Yeah, you could technically make notebooks with any description, couldn't you? You know, and put anything you want.
Although I did stick them in an anvil and name them before I realized I could just name them in this table.
Oh. So that's
well.
Cool. You're gonna write. What type of age are you going to write about?
Well, I've chosen some very specific colours, and I've chosen some very specific world gen, and we'll hopefully get to see that when we actually wander into it, but it is getting into darkness, so I'll quickly explain this.
Do you think it will be stable? Will it be...
In testing, it is largely stable.
I see.
There's one negative effect, but it's not usually a very big one, so I'm hoping for some luck here. But if you look into the notebooks, you can see all of the symbols, and if you right-click them, let's go with Cave World, then it takes a piece of paper and some of the ink from the table and creates a page of that particular symbol. So, Gar, if you ever need a mining world, I have a cave world here for you.
Oh, very cool. How do I actually turn this into a world, Flying?
Ah, well that's the next part. See, over here we have the bookbinder, which is this weird kind of fatchy book thing. And if you put lever in the top left, and then all of your symbols into the actual main area of it, such as that, then you can then get a book out of it. You can even name it at the top, like the writing desk.
Oh, cool.
But for that, I'm going to need to grab some leather out of my personal safe. Leather isn't usually something you expect to find in a safe, but on this server it's valuable.
I'm hoping to build a leather farm for myself soon, which I'm probably going to shape as a Minotaur in fitting with my other beastly type builds.
I'm pretty sure Ray Harryhausen's done something to that effect.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so with some leather in, we then get a descriptive book on the right-hand side, which is called E and has the singular symbol of Cave World, so we're probably not going to go there.
I've actually renamed it. You don't seem to see it whenever I do that, unfortunately.
Stupid World?
Maybe.
Well, feel free to take it. You can copy the symbols out of descriptive books in the table.
I'm alright. So, you're gonna Line, it's still dark, come on, hurry up. We need to make this world.
Alright, well, the symbols I have are red sky color, yellow sunset color, meadow single biome, north full-length normal sun, north full-length normal moon, normal stars, skylands, no weather, dungeons, lakes, and clear modifiers, which just acts as a kind of stabilizer for the most part. So that should create a very distinct age, which should be largely stable.
Okay.
With the new system, it's kind of hard to with the new systems, it's kind of hard to make these things fully stable, which is a bit of a pain. But oh well. But they're actually now very, very sensitive on how you put them in, so you have to be a bit careful with that.
I await patiently for this adventure that is to come.
And oop, somehow Meadow's gotten mixed up somewhere. There it is. There we go. Okay, so that's the sky and the biomes sorted. And I'm getting a lot of lag tonight. Is that just me, or are you getting anything?
Nope. Not really.
That's strange.
My FPS isn't amazing, but I think that's my side, not the server side.
Well, my FPS is never amazing, so I can't really tell. But I'm also now having trouble opening up the canvas bag that has the rest of my symbols.
Oh yeah, that happens like, that's some sort of like client server lag that I don't know if it rectifies unless you relog, so I just recommend relogging. It's happened to me a few times. Just with chests, like really random.
There you are.
Hello.
And can I get into my canvas bag now?
Can you?
I don't know. It hasn't opened yet.
Do you want to throw it to me and I'll open it? Or?
I'll try.
Yeah, I can get it.
Oh wow!
What?
I can't even toss it.
Oh no!
As far as I can see.
You tossed it. I have it, and I can. What do you need from it? And I can give it to you if you want.
Just put the symbols in line by line, and I'll see if I can sort out the lag in the meanwhile.
Put the symbols into the
bookbinder, in sequence to the end.
But they're also in there with whatever else was currently in the.
Nope. And suddenly I can see into my canvas bag.
Really? It should be empty.
Everything is loading. All of the things.
You don't even hold. I'm holding your canvas bag. What's going on, lying?
I don't know.
I threw it back.
Strangeness is happening. Strange things are indeed happening to me. It's like I had a massive delay on everything. Wow.
Is it working now? If you look in the book. Bookbinder, can you see all those
Skylands,
pages?
no weather, dungeons... The lakes, clear modifiers, yep, that should be everything. So let's give this thing a name, and we can hop on through.
Do you want a book stand or something?
I have some supplies on hand for
Okay,
that.
cool.
But one thing we are both going to need is some linking books.
Yes. You got a book you could throw me?
Yep. Oh, and that lag is now perfectly cleared up. Typical.
Thank you for the linking book.
Okay, and I'll keep my linking book inside of my quick supply ender chest. Whoop. Or I would if the inventory twigs didn't try to refill my hand. Has that happened to you much?
Yep,
That's
a
kind of
lot.
annoying.
Oh, you've used your anvil a lot.
Oh yeah, I've been naming everything.
Just threw that book out again, lying.
There's a copy of it in my inventory. I'm not sure what I'm seeing.
I'm definitely seeing a book. I can pick it up.
We'll stick it in a stand when we get through, I guess.
I'll just keep two of them just in case.
Yeah, in case you need to teleport home immediately.
In case you lose one somehow.
Right, well, I have this portal, which I have cunningly disguised.
Aha, yes, so cunning.
Although, as far as I can see, it's not breaking down the way I thought it would.
All the wood has
Damn it, tree
all
fella.
the wood has just disappeared from me. You are clearly lagging insanely.
Wow. I would say nothing out of the usual, but this is pretty severe.
No, you're picking up the items.
Now I can't even, like, walk through the blocks that aren't even on your screen. Whoop. There it goes. Wow, what is causing that?
I do not know.
Alright, well, let me know if a portal appears for
Not
you.
yet. Although the book is there, so I don't know why that's not working. It's not there now. You've put it there. Still no portal though.
Oddities never cease.
Is it definitely the right shape?
Well, it can be any shape. And an extremely large size.
This is very weird.
Oh well, we'll just stick it in a stand for now, I guess.
Let me try and put it there.
And fix.
Yeah, no, just put it in the stand. Yeah, that'll be. Stand will be fine.
I can fix the portal technology later.
Oh,
So,
but there we go. To Monroe.
oh no. Yeah.
Okay, it's definitely red. I am. Oh yeah, I'm in.
Are you on solid
I am
ground
on
is the first
solid
question for
ground.
me.
Yes. Took a while to get in. Oh my god, there's severe nausea. Oh wow.
Oh, damn.
Oh my god, like it just won't go away. There's nausea. It's a shame. The world looks quite nice otherwise.
Any effect but
I
nausea.
know, right? Oh well.
Well, if you hang out under the tree, it should clear up eventually.
Oh my goodness. That is pretty
Assuming
bad.
you can navigate to the
I've
tree.
got to the tree, but my god, I could be sick. Okay, the nausea has cleared.
There appears to be one island as well.
Is there... Let me go and fly out for a bit. Yeah, it is just one island.
Wow. That's the... I've tested this same combination of symbols about 7 or 8 times in single player, and only once was it this bad. So it is just my luck.
It just appears to be one thing. I will take another exploratory fly out this way. Do you keep those pages, by the way? If you kept those pages, are you able to use them again?
Yeah, if you stick a descriptive book into the writing desk, you can access all of its pages.
Okay, well, yeah, you're gonna have to do it again because This world sucks, basically.
Usually there was like a weakness or maybe a slowness effect, but never nausea. In fact, I've had void worlds more often than I've had nausea.
I'm going home.
Oop.
Perhaps you should make the next one off camera and then just cut back to it live.
Yeah, we'll see what we can pull together off camera. Okay, everyone, well, as you can see, not everything goes to plan when people are doing recordings. Me especially. But we have eventually managed to find a world that works. I still don't know what was up with that first one, and I don't know what was up with a lot of the other ones that I made in the course of things. One of them's void, some have poison, some are end generation as opposed to Skylands. I don't know what happened. The odds of them messing up like that were not remotely so high when I was testing in single player. But eventually we managed to get something, and I've got my speedy boots on. I'm going to take those off for the moment, because again, this is going to be a Skylands. So attempt number 6 was successful, whereas I think it was attempt number 6 in the entirety of my testing that was a failure. So, oh, and I fixed the portal. It turns out that the Wraith lamps give out a kind of invisible light block, which was blocking the portal. And, oh, I don't have a potion effect, so I'm just stood on that torch. When I first came to this world, it did actually have a slowness effect, but I haven't seen that since. Which is why I was wearing my shoes and where I have these elixirs of speed, which are part of the Xenos Reliquary condensed potions section, which is pretty damn handy, although it is kind of expensive to do. So I was messing around and I changed a few of the symbols around and I changed a few of them out and such, so downside is the sun no longer rises and sets in the north, and the moon does not do the same, but we have no weather. That means it's never going to rain here. We do have a day and night cycle. We do have meadows everywhere. Ostensibly, we do actually have dungeons around here, but I haven't managed to spot any. But yeah, this is kind of our new home. So we'll be building here over the course of the next few episodes. We'll be hopping back probably to the Night of the Living Dead build next episode, but we'll be right back to building over here. And my plan is, you see all of the kind of scraggly little islands that are around. Yeah, we have lightning, which is rather atmospheric, but anyways. Well, if you see all the little scraggly islands, and I'll be using like a quarry probably to mine those out so that they don't pollute our skyline, as it were. And we get some resources from them, which is handy because they have things like copper in them, which is somewhat in short supply. As you may have guessed from a recent Dragon Hat video where he had to go and trade diamonds with Nipty for it. But that's it for today. So I shall catch you all next time here from inside Monroeville. Catch you later, guys.